Holla, holla, my internet friends. It's so great. It's so cool to get to know all y'all lovers. I'm MJ, I'm the founder of Ultra Love. I created Ultra Love because the world caused me so much fucking grief. It's just. It's like, could we just love each other more? In my little heart, I swear to God, it makes perfect sense. But like a lot of my fellow lovers, you people seem to think that's a bunch of razzmatazz. Well, I think what you're doing out there is a bunch of razzmatazz, polluting our oceans and killing each other. It's just not that cool, you guys. Okay, let's pick some cards and see what we get. I always intend for divine guidance and loving clarity for my lovers. That's my intention with these card readings. So if you've been resonating, feel free to comment. It's super cool to get to know you through the comments, and like it and follow and subscribe so that eventually you will buy things. It's true. I'm just being really honest. And also, like, that's my biz. Don't wear it out. I'm not here for dating. Anywho, let's crack on, shall we? Okay, so divine guidance and love and clarity for the online community. Divine guidance and love and clarity. Ooh, moving to calmer waters. Okay, for some of you, you've been dealing with somebody that just probably lies quite a bit. Like, they're not in their integrity. There's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of sorrow. You've probably grieved a lot. And it's maybe you were trying to juggle stuff, or maybe they were trying to juggle stuff. But, yeah, it's pretty line in the sand. Off, pack your bags, off you go. You're not sticking around. Yeah, when it's like, when those sorts of relationships are over, when we're not even fighting anymore. It's like, I don't even think that you think it's necessary or warranted to even have a conversation or even protect yourself from this person anymore, because you're just not going to go near them. I think that's warranted because they're in the reverse and they're next to like the Seven of Swords, which means and also straight up, they might be watching, they might be keeping an eye, and they might be like, what's that one up to? Where do they think they're going, right? But fuck, like, they're not, this king doesn't move, and they're super conflicted. And like, there's lots of fives, it's all reversals, so I just feel like, honestly, save yourself. This person is conflicted, and also they're not necessarily telling the truth about any of it. There we go. So now we have this King of Wands coming in, which is a lot better energy. Boom. Hierophant. There you go. Okay, so there's definitely, like, there is some sort of passionate new beginning. For some of you guys, this is brand new, okay? This isn't somebody from your past coming back to apologize because they were a dick. This isn't somebody that you're dealing with. Like, you have definitely probably had quite the fun little escapade with this King of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, whole bunch of lying. And I mean, for the heart center, that of course can be incredibly emotionally destabilizing if somebody's lying to you and then pretending that they're not, or going off and cheating and then pretending that they're not, and you're like, great, oh fuck. Like, so I think you move into calmer waters and like take the experience. Take it. Take what you can and off you go. You've learned. I don't mean to jest in that way, but I do jest because I'm like, we don't know what shits we're getting into, do we? Often when we fall in love. I know, right? But here we are, and you've got other potentials, people coming in. You're moving to, most importantly, like, get yourself to those calmer waters. Trust your intuition, you guys. It's super duper important right now. Like, could not stress that enough. Like, if you're simply listening to the news or like mainstream news for your information, or like trying to listen to other people, it's gonna be a really challenging time. Like being connected to your intuition is the one in these times, because increasingly we're like, over these next few years, we're navigating like a deep psychic transformation almost, and that's going to be trippy at the best of times, right? And so your connection, Holla Shazam, is where it's at. Not your connection to the tele, not your connection to Holla Shazam MJ on the other side of your phone. No. Hi, you are a goddess or a god, Jedi. Start acting like it. You know? Do you? I don't know. Doesn't really matter at this stage of the game, you know? I mean, this is the thing as well for this empath community. Like, eventually you just let go of this whole idea, like, you're supposed to save the world. Like, I know the most spiritual, noble thing I could possibly do. I'm gonna save the world. And then your wounded child makes you realize that that is a bunch of razzmatazz. Or, so much pressure and burden, and that you just constantly feel like you're at the odds, kind of thing. As I say that, isolation. This card has like poked its cryy head at me quite a bit. I'm somebody who talks a lot about like being emotional, let yourself feel emotion, right? But I sense that for some of you, and that's the High Priestess, that's the moving into calmer waters. It's that, I do feel sad kind of connecting to this card as well. Like, I'm hearing that song, reach out, touch, faith. I'm feeling like for some of you, I really feel it. I'm like, reach out, you know, like, but also, okay, so that's what I was saying about the tears and why I think tears are super effective healers, as far as like, when people talk about laughter, like laughter is a great medicine, so is crying. When it's time, I would say crying is just as effective, if not more so, because you're releasing all of that dark plasma. So that's how I interpret it. Okay, so anyway, so this card is basically saying like, you might feel isolated, but like crying and being vulnerable, sharing, that can often be really helpful. And or eventually, so because we had like all the reversals, including that Five of Cups, to me is a pretty profound grief card. Like, you're grieving, you've lost love, right? You've lost stuff that was once bringing you joy. And for some of you in that five, these characters down here, for the most part as well, are on their own. So I do feel, again, like this is a situation where you're having to walk away from a situation that's pretty toxic, somebody who's lying and cheating, and to the point of you're not invested anymore, because you're not even defending yourself against them. You're like, you know what, it's done, it's over. And then you're moving to the calmer waters. But, and any of us know, going through a kind of messy breakup or trying to break free from toxic emotional abuse, any abuse is toxic, FYI, like, there could be moments where you're by yourself. For example, you know, you put the kids to bed, or you've settled for the evening, and you realize like, holy shit, I've got this new life. And there's just a whole bunch of emotion that comes up in isolation, meaning you're by yourself. Just in case you guys didn't know what isolation meant. Yeah, you're by yourself, you know? And for now, that is mega useful. It's necessary, it's useful. Yeah, because it's all helping you get connected to intuition, which, like I said before, that good old intuition for many of us is legit the divine leader of our time. You know, to get us all into these greater hierophant type of positions where we, and we know our truth, we know our voice, right? We're not gonna be told, anywho, blah blah, but like, holy shit, you guys, like, what is it? What is going on? I hope that you're doing well. If you enjoyed that, feel free to like it, share it, and all that jazz. You guys have an awesome day. I'll speak to you real soon. Peace out.